Well, good evening, friends. This is Subhashish Banerjee, a lecturer of English by profession. I just wanted to share my views with you on this topic, the problem of sorrow. The thing is, what basically is sorrow? What basically is this melancholy despair that looms large in our day to day existence? We are all, to an extent, marked and to another extent marred by sorrow. Nobody can just claim that he or she has nothing to do with sorrow. It's this concept of sorrow that we borrow from something which we are not able to understand, which we are not able to interpret. If we are able to understand our own sorrow, in that case, we do get rid of that sense of despondency that continues to maim us in one way or another, at times manifesting itself in our behavior, in the way we act, and at other times, this poignant anguish finding a furtive place in the chambers of our heart. There are some who express it, there are others who just suppress it, and in the near future, this sorrow, it does find vent in some way or another. So let's find out what basically is the cause of this sorrow that has maimed us to an extent now. We are all living in an era, in a world where superficiality, the problem of outward appearance, show off, behaving hypocritically, it has become a way of our life, of our day to day living. After all, why do we behave so superficially? What basically we want to prove now? What we want to prove is that we are the happiest of the lot. And it's this particular assertion that tells us, that reasserts in melancholic tones, that we are the saddest of the lot. We pose, we tell the world that, well, I have nothing to do with sorrow. The soul has nothing to do with the miasma, with the gloom, with the somber air that pervades around. But the thing is, we are very much a part of that despair, of that which is not, of that void, of that emptiness which we breathe day and night, which we inhale day and night. And the output is that we exhale a bundle of lies, just to convince the people around, the outward world, that we indeed inhale fragrance. But the reality is, we inhale the miasma, the polluted air, something which is so stagnant, which just cripples us, paralyzes us, that misery we have been inhaling all these years, but we have never expressed it, just in order to convince the people on this great podium of life, our friends, our acquaintances, that, well, we have nothing to do with failure, with misfortune, nothing of that sort. When we are able to express our sorrow, in that case, something which is very, very pure, which is